I'm Lizzie Bundy here with head coach Braden Holloway of the NC State swimming and diving team, and today we're going to preview the freestyle specialists for the upcoming 2015-16 season. So looking at the sprinters, Simonis Billis and Ricky Bonema, they're both ACC champions and they were both contenders at NCAA's last year. How do you feel that they're both going to continue to impact that area of the team?
Well, I think both Simi and Ricky are obviously mega contributors for us in the sprints. They lead a good stable of sprinters that we have, and it's obviously a big strength of our program. And anytime you have newcomers coming in the program or ones that are a year older, when you have them as the lead, it takes pressure off, but it allows them to just learn and get even more excited knowing that they're going to be with some of the best in the country. And for those two, I think the good news is they had a good season, but they both left the season wanting more. So going into their senior year, are looking to finish their career on the highest note they can.
And how does the rest of the sprint group look behind these two? There were a lot last year that did really well throughout the season, and especially at NCAA's. So how do you kind of feel that they're going to continue to get better and continue to be strong in that area?
Well, obviously our sprinters it's a strong part of our program for both the women and the men. You know, each year we set our goals and we reach whatever goals, you know, hopefully most of them that we do. In order to keep moving forward, it begins with the coaches putting expectations on them that are higher each and every day, and striving to meet those expectations every single day. You know, we got some newcomers coming in that can help us. We have a lot of rising sophomores and juniors that I think took some good steps last year, and you know, we have a transfer in on the men's side that can come in and make key additions to what we're looking for as far as sprinting. And obviously something that we have, you know, with the sprinters is our relays. You know, they're the bulk of, you know, positions of our relays. They love them, and they have a pretty high sense of pride and wanting to remain on top in the ACC in those relays, and also move forward to NCAA titles in those relays.
Going towards the distance group, you have two really strong freestyles, one on both sides, men and women, Rachel Muller and Anton Ibsen, and they're both quite young. So how do you kind of feel about this year with both of them being school record holders and NCAA contenders?
Well, with Rachel, she took a really big step this year. She upped her game in training. It was unbelievable. Her starting point, her sophomore year was much higher than her freshman year. We were waiting for that magical moment to happen where that light went off in her head, and she went after it, and it happened. And I think she put herself in a good position to carry that on in her junior year, and bringing people with her in that group. You know, it's a growing part of our team, the aerobic side, and we're pretty excited about the newcomers coming in and to help in that distance area. You know, Anton had a great freshman year. You know, freshman of the year for the ACC. I think he's hungry. It's a big year for him, and with the Olympic Games coming up and trying to earn a spot for Denmark. So he's got a lot of goals that he has coming into the season, but you know, he kind of anchors a pretty strong crew for us that had a big year last year and scored a lot of points. You know, and you know, the rise of Adam Linker, you know, who's also from Raleigh, who's a local talent that has really hit his stride pretty well, and you know, and we also have senior leadership. You know, I mean, we have leadership from Austin Snyder in that side, who had a real big summer, who's also from North Carolina. So a lot of in-state guys in that group as well, to kind of help take us to the next level.
With relays, freestyle relays, you didn't really lose a whole lot of seniors last year that were on those big relay teams at NCAA's and ACCs. Do you feel like the swimmers coming in now are going to be able to fill those holes for relays, since that's such a big part of your program now?
Yeah, I think, you know, from the women's side, I feel good about where we are with relays. You know, we lost some strong relay help, mainly with Lauren Poley. She has graduated and moving on with her life, so she'll finding someone to step up in her spot it'll be up in the air. You know, the door is open for a lot of young ladies and girls that were not on that relay last year, but have relay experience. Plus, we have some newcomer, some freshmen here that can come in and fill that role. The guys, the free relays are we lose David Williams, who was one of the best relay swimmers in the country. Another local guy, coming from Chapel Hill. I think obviously it's going to be big shoes to fill, and I think besides Joe Bonk, we have some other guys that can step up. But that's when the other guys that are already on that relay that are going to be coming back are going to have to up their game too, for us to make the loss of David Williams not as tough to swallow. And but I think our team, I think at this point with relays, they have so much pride in them. We're going to find 4 people on each relay to step up. That's for sure.